Half of the internet visits today on our websites, on the portals, that's actually robots.
Infrastructure is built really to deal with human traffic.
About 30% of calls and requests are really lost. They are not answered, surprisingly, in real estate at least.
Where has AI surprised you?
80% of this job can be automated. This is a very right moment to challenge each and every industry.
AI must support the human judgment, not replace it.
It's necessary to fundamentally change their old school businesses, and this is the main issue.
Today is a special founder-to-founder conversation. I'm privileged to be joined by Sergey Osipov, co-founder of Placey AI and one of Europe's most experienced tech entrepreneurs. Sergey has built and exited multiple companies, from ad tech and digital marketing to Cyan, a prop tech platform that hit a $1.1 billion IPO on the New York Stock Exchange. And now he's reinventing the real estate model again with AI-powered agents. Sergey, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, hi folks.
Let's dive straight in. Talk to me about, you've described the portal era as being over. What problem in real estate was just too big to ignore? The one that kind of pushed you to pivot from listing platforms to AI agents?
Today we see that more than a half of internet visitors are actually robots. And bigger part of this group, real buyers, real clients, and we cannot just skip them. We should build the interface which will be comfortable for them, because this is a new type of clients, right? Instead of human. Maybe some 5 years, it will be just 15 and 20% of real humans in the internet. And the majority of visits will be done by their robots, their AI assistants. The traditional real estate marketplace, for example, Rightmove, Zillow, Cyan, whatever, it's constructed for people. And the main business model is the users pay for promotion of their listings to the first pages. Because, people are quite lazy. They never clicked 35 pages. So you need to pay money to promote the listing on the first page, right? Talking about robots as a new client base. Robots are not lazy. In case you appoint your AI assistant to find flat to rent for you, so it will click everything, all the 100 pages, and will take the particular relevant listing to you, not that one which is paid on the first page. So it's just very short explanation why large marketplaces right now in danger. This is a very right moment to challenge each and every industry, and specifically a large real estate marketplaces, with my experience. So when I realized that, I just couldn't sleep anymore. So it was just necessary to launch another startup. So that's how we launched Placey.
So really the old way that the infrastructure is built, from what you're saying, is ripe for disruption, because it's not going to work in a few years' time. People have cottoned on to the fact that, if you can save this bottleneck that happens at reception, and you let the receptionist focus on the patients which are actually in the practice and deal with them face to face, and all these hundreds of calls and things that are coming in, you can have the agents dealing with those and prioritizing those and triaging those. It really increases the efficiency, and you end up coming back to all the potential customers and all the potential leads, so you're not losing anything. You're not having those leaks in the system.
The keyword actually losing, statistically what I support Placey in production already more than a half of the year. So we have huge statistics already. And I see exactly the very, let's say, about 30% of calls and requests are really lost. They are not answered, surprisingly. In real estate at least. So they just miss calls, they just don't follow up, they just forget to do something. No, that's a real scale of industrial revolution.
Yeah, I would say it's significant. That's huge. Everything that you've done with AI so far, where has AI surprised you? So either in a brilliant or maybe even slightly terrifying way, something that you didn't anticipate.
The scale of impact really surprising me. And the 30% of your business it's a surprising figure. So the real productivity that, comparing with some another technologies like virtual reality, for example, blockchain, it was huge hype, 15 years ago. Let's see what happened. So how blockchain changed our life? Actually, I see no significant change. Almost everything can be done just with a normal database approach without any blockchain. In this case, it doesn't look like hype because it's a real scale of industrial revolution. I remember my first websites in the late 90s that I sold to the first customers when I started doing these startups and internet. It was the same feeling. It's something huge just came to the planet and I have to attend it. I just cannot sleep.
Yeah, I have a similar feeling because even within the dental industry as well, there's those who are saying like, oh, AI, it's another hype technology. It's like going to be a huge bubble and then, yeah, it'll go away. But what I'm seeing really is that the tools have very real impact and you can measure that impact really from day one. It'd be interesting to pick your brains about the real estate market because what I'm learning is that AI must support the human judgment, not replace it. So what's your view from property side of things? Like what proportion is going to be AI automated and which proportion is going to be human in the loop?
In my calculations, the major part of real estate agent job can be really automated. The only point that cannot be automated is to open the door when you show the property and to establish the social connection with the client. So it's still important. It's 10-15% of the real job of real estate agent. The major part taken by sending SMSs, receiving calls, driving to the place, it's making records. Roughly 80% of this job can be automated. But right now, the main challenge of the industry, and your industry as well, by the way, because right now I'm going to talk about the administrative view on the industry, is the following. A lot of companies feel that they need to try AI. A lot of early adopters, B2B businesses. And they subscribe to some assistants like Placey or maybe your service. And right now, they still keep their stuff, they keep their operations, their workflow, they change actually nothing. They just add one more virtual employee in case of Placey, a lady realtor on reception of the agency. In the same incoming traffic right now, they have 30% more real deals because Placey doesn't lose calls. But from the budget point of view, costs just increased because they need to pay, 6,000 euro per year to Placey. It's not huge, but it just adding cost. This is not correct approach of using AI. The right approach, and we will see that during the next several years, can be called like full stack AI company. When you build something from the scratch, when you appoint robots, first of all, on all the places, on all the functions that can be done by robots. You need some real estate agents to open the doors, but the major part can be done by robots and start from robots and allow robots, let's say, to hire people, not vice versa. And the efficiency of this business might be not just 30% on your leads, might be threefold, might be fivefold from the financial point of view. And this is completely another story. And I'm afraid that the leaders of the traditional industries, they just don't get this. They just pay for one more subscription and they think everything is done, the box is ticked, they relax, they try it. Why it's important, see, because when those businesses try AI right now, what they want to be more competitive, they want to survive, they're afraid and so on. But when they just subscribe to one more AI tool, it doesn't help them to solve their problem because it's still plenty of young startups, AI first startups, full stack AI company startups in the future that they will kill those old school businesses inevitably. So it's not enough just to tick the box and to subscribe for 1, 2, 3 instruments with AI. It's necessary to fundamentally change their old school businesses, and this is the main issue.
I think in dentistry, it's not about replacement of people as such, but it's about a strategic reallocation of human resources. So the humans which are currently there, you may be able to reduce the team significantly, but you will still need a core member of the team there to do the human-centric stuff. But it really frees up the decision makers to make the decisions properly, and also to have data presented to them in such a format almost instantaneously, and the AI shifts through everything. So they're not wasting those hours doing the admin. The admin is done for them, and it's done to a much higher accuracy because the AI is connecting all the dots.